Hello, 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 and welcome to the Hildebrand Law Firm topic for today. I am attorney Matt Kaplan. I am solo dolo today. I don't know where Kirsten is. I think she's doing her normal thing, but we do not question the boss because she signs my checks. So, what we're going to do in today's video is we got a really interesting thing. One of the things I love about the internet is that there's always people out there rendering their opinions on things, whether they are qualified or not. I like to consider myself barely qualified to answer questions about estate planning. So that's what we're going to do. I have a list of a whole bunch of FAQs about estate planning. We might split this up into a few different videos, but I wanted to answer them and see, what maybe if people out there in the cyberspace have different opinions on it. Leave it down in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a like and share it with your friends if you find this interesting. Some of these topics we may have already talked about, but I'm gonna just do my best on this. So let's start with the first question that I have on this random website that I found. What is estate planning? No clue. Okay, why do I know? So obviously, estate planning is the act of setting up documents, setting up a plan so that you can make sure that should anything happen to you, your assets are safe, your assets are distributed in such a way that you want. Estate planning talks about assets, it also talks about yourself, making sure you have those powers of attorney for healthcare and finances, making sure that any of the what ifs that could occur in life don't result in tragedy. That's essentially, in a nutshell, what estate planning is. Number two, why do I need to plan? This is a great question. The reason you need to plan is because stuff is going to happen regardless, whether you plan for it or whether it just happens, or your kids have to plan for it, or your neighbor, or your siblings. Stuff is going to happen. And so the question that you have to ask yourself, do I want it to go according to my plan or do I not? And so that's really why planning now, when you can, is super duper important. Number three, what is my estate? It's a great question. Kirsten and I did a video a little while back on, one of the common objections that we get. I don't have an estate. I don't have, a compound with 7 houses that I live on with my entire family. I don't need to do estate planning. Your estate is just your stuff. Whatever's in your name could be your house, could be checking, savings account, 401k, all of that, anything in your personal name that is an asset that has some sort of value, that's your estate. There is no limit for what your estate can be, whether it's $1,000, whether it's $1 billion. Your estate is all of your stuff. Next question, do I need a will? Yes. I think everybody over the age of 18 needs at least a will. A will is in my category of bare minimum. We've done other videos before that tells that you've learned exactly that wills don't do a whole lot. They do have a very little, role in the form of estate planning, but that's the bare minimum. You at least need to have a will. Next question, what happens when someone dies without a will? So this is super interesting. Someone dies without a will. State of Wisconsin and every other state, they have a statute that says, okay, this person died without a will. The term is intestate. And so here is the intestate succession statute. So here's how things are going to get distributed based on the heirs that they left behind. And so if you die without a will, you go by the state's rule books. That doesn't work for you. You should probably get your own estate planning in place. Let's see. The next one is, should I hire a lawyer to help me draft a will, or can I do it myself? Here's the thing. You certainly can do it yourself. I just don't think that if you don't have a background like I do, it would be any good. So it's something you totally can do yourself. You can totally change your own roof. You can totally paint your own house. You can totally update your own plumbing. If you know how to do it, you don't have to have a lawyer. However, if you're not 100% sure how to do it and you don't want to spend twice, 3 times the amount fixing it on the back end, it's a good idea to have a lawyer to draft your estate planning documents. What do I do after the death of a family member? So this is a really, really heavy topic. It depends on a lot of things. Did they have a will in place? Did they have a trust in place? If they did have a trust, was everything titled to the trust? Is there going to have to be a probate? What do their assets look like? This is a giant question. And so based on all those initial questions that I asked, yes, if they don't have a trust, or if they do have a trust and things are entitled to it, there may be a probate. So a probate needs to be opened up. But the first thing that you should do after someone passes away and there's a funeral and you've been able to grieve, spend time with your family, give an estate planning attorney or a probate attorney a call and see what needs to get done. Because chances are they have assets in their name that needs to get transferred to either you or somebody else who's still living. And so, this is part one of me answering the internet's questions about estate planning. Now you don't have to putz around to find these answers, just come to this video. Part two, we're going to be going into a lot more stuff about probate, about pets, about taxes, a lot more really fun FAQs. So please make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment if you disagree with any of my analysis. I love hearing when people think that I'm stupid. So if you disagree with anything, leave a comment. Anything else, just leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're pushing out a ton of videos. We're going to hit that 100 video mark one day. And so subscribe to the channel because the 100th video is going to be absolutely awesome and very, very expensive. So make sure you watch out for that. And, until next time, here at Hildebrand Law Firm, we're always here for your today and your tomorrow. Thank you.